Well, I've got an interesting situation. Firstly, because something happened, and then I received the messages that Helen sends out for the seminars, which is the power of listening, the topic. So I thought it just matched together. So anyway, I had a situation where I had to make a decision, and the decision was going to significantly impact my life, depending on whether it was a yes or a no. So I was really more confused. And then what I did is I wrote down everything that I was thinking, all my thoughts about it, the ideas that I had, like the pros and cons, my feelings about it, just basically everything that about how I felt about the whole thing, and then the second thing I did then, I thought, well, I have to get wisdom's perspective. So I waited, which is very difficult for me, but I have had to wait and listen. So that took a while, but then something came to me that I sort of deep down knew what I was going to do, but I was still unsure. And a friend of mine came to mind, a close friend of mine that we share a lot together. So I contacted her and said, look, I've got something to talk to you about, and I'd really love, your perspective anyway, so I went over to her house and we sat. And she's a very good listener. Like, she's very attentive. And you know how you know when someone's actually listening to you, like, that they're actually present to you. Anyway, that's what she was like. So I reckon I spoke for about a good 10 minutes, if not more. I didn't stop talking. It was like I was talking to myself. But I knew she was there and she was listening to me, really listening to me. And so by the time, she didn't say a word, did not say a word. By the time I finished talking, I just knew, like, it was 100% clear to me what I was going to do, and without a doubt. She didn't say a word, but it was her listening attentively, present to me, that I believe helped me so much. And I came away from that feeling loved, like embraced, accepted, and peaceful. And happy. I was joyful and peaceful after that encounter with her. And I just knew it was the power of listening, of her listening. So that, I think, that's a great example, as one example. And just a little kind of side note, the flip side of the coin, I have a lot of problems in my marriage, and my husband won't mind telling you this, but he often says to me, you're not listening. And I'm not really aware. And it causes a lot of friction. So for myself, I certainly need to be aware of that, to be mindful, and to certainly practice listening and being attentive to him the same way that my friend was to me, because I think that's going to make a huge difference with regard to not getting frustrated, irritated, and then he gets annoyed, and it's not good. So that's the other side of the coin. And that's all I have to share with you today. So thank you for listening.